Mic check 1 2. Yo, what's going on? My name is China. I'm the Mynameischyna voice, back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bells. You know how we do. You know how we do. So your boy Buck Fiddy. If you don't know who Buck Fiddy is, we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, Buck Fiddy's been arrested in America. And he's actually been charged and been held without bond. Allegedly for robbery for over $1 million or $1 million or in crypto. So we're gonna get into this, and the reason why I titled this, guys, hit the like button, big up everyone that's in. The reason that I titled this Buck Fiddy and TR TRIZZY Risk It All, because Trizzy's in America as well, and he's on facing the case on drug charges. And I'm going to talk about it because they both were living a very lavish lifestyle. And we're going to look at the life they was living. And yeah, like it's kind of crazy when you think about it, because sometimes it's like people be living the maddest life. And if you know what you're doing is it's not lig, then you shouldn't be like baiting it up in it. So I'm saying to you, so we're gonna get straight into that, guys. Hit the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel, turn notification bells. If you want to support the channel with a super chat, you can. We're gonna break it down right now. Yeah, before we get into it, who's in the chat? We just wanna, we want to big up the chat, gang. Big up the chat, everyone in the chat. We want to big up everyone in the chat. You know how we do. You know how we do. Merry Christmas and that. Sorry, let me say that. Let me say Merry Christmas. Before we even get into that, let me say Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you all had a nice Christmas and whatever you was doing. I was with my family. Like I was chat to my guy Bugsy, Naughty North Twins. We had Christmas there. He's from Barbados, so we had the Bajan Christmas. And I was with my auntie today. It was all love. Cool. So we're gonna get into this video. This video here is of this is the court video. So we're gonna play the court video, and we're gonna hear a little bit of backstory about this. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I did not, Your Honor. No.
But I sent it to the motion to Dante Johnson.
I did not, Your Honor. No.
But I sent it to the PD's e-file. It's the form motion. Mr. Johnson, good morning. Counsel, it was a motion for pretrial detention because the count charge is punishable by life in the state penitentiary. Your charge on
Whoa. Did she say is punishable by life in the state penitentiary? Did she just say that? Wait, hold on. We're gonna pull this back up because I'm sure she just said it is life in the state penitentiary. Yeah, we're gonna let's pull that back. Let's pull that back.
State penitentiary.
Whoa.
Your charge on
no, we'll pull it right back to the start.
But I sent it to the PD's e-file. It's the form motion. Mr. Johnson, good morning. Counsel, it was a motion for pretrial detention because the count charge is punishable by life in the state penitentiary.
Yo, yeah, bro, I heard right. It's punishable by life in the state penitentiary. All right, what we saying? Buck Fiddy's facing life in prison in America. And on top of that, they said his name was Dante Johnson. Dante Johnson. That's not his name. He's like, let's respectfully, like he's one of the Marleys and that. His name is not Johnson. Dante, that's an American name. He's changed his name to go to America. So we're gonna break it down, guys. The reason I'm breaking it down, because you're gonna see the life he was living, and he was in the UK. He used to be with like, I think it was one of Fredo's boys or whatever. West London, things happened, and then he is where he is. But we're gonna break it down because the reason we're gonna get into it is because there's been a couple man them that have gone to chase the American dream and trying to keep up appearances. So to everyone, it looks like they're being successful, but behind the scenes they're doing the most. Yeah, my man says mad thing. They're saying he's facing life in prison. Life in prison, okay? So hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna pull it back one more time, Akar. I wasn't ready for that. I don't think you was ready for that. Like, I don't really think none of us was ready. Like Bouncer says, you wasn't internet ready.
The motion to Dante Johnson.
I did not, Your Honor, no.
I
sent it to the PD's e-file. It's the form motion.
Mr. Johnson, good morning. Counsel, it was a motion for pretrial detention because the count charge is punishable by life in the state penitentiary. You're charged on the 8th day of December with allegedly committing an act of armed robbery at the Kiki on the River Club. So let me finish reading this. Got in the car, showed a gun, opened his cryptocurrency wallet and sent it to him. If you didn't kill him.
Look at him shaking his head.
Wow.
She's reading, so the judge is just reading through what he's done, and she's like, okay, he got in the car, went to the car, okay, showed him a gun. Oh, told him to open his crypto wallet and send it. Oh, these men are moving mad. You might have heard about a lot of people robbing people for crypto, but to rob a man for crypto at gunpoint and you're in America is actually crazy. But let's get back into it.
$562,000.
$562,000. One thing about Buck Fiddy is he wasn't playing. $562,000. He made somebody transfer that amount of money in crypto directly to his cryptocurrency wallet at gunpoint. So this is what he's done, okay? And he's from the UK. He's gone to America. He's been doing well for himself. We're gonna go through his gram and look at some of the things he's been doing. But one of the things he's been doing is allegedly he's gone and done this. So this is allegedly, all right? Okay, cool. It's allegedly until we know.
Anyway, let's see. It looks like probable cause is found, and there is no bond in your case, and you cannot have any contact with the. You cannot go to Kiki on the River at 5801 Biscayne Boulevard anymore.
No, hear the judge. There's no bond. There's no bond for you in this case, and you cannot go to Kiki and the River no more. So basically, what it means is he's about to be placed into remand in prison. He cannot. They haven't given him an opportunity to post bail for any bond, so he's just been arrested. Right, he's going to be held. He's going to be held now. All right, and listen to the judge. She's cracking joke. You know when your judge is cracking joke, yeah, it's not even nice. And America's different. He's not even been charged. He's just been arrested. He's just been arrested, and they're already showing him. Look, do you get me? Like, look at the information we got. Like, over in the UK, they're gonna have to wait for you. They're not gonna start showing your face like this in court. Do you understand? They're not gonna start. So, and look how they've got him in. Look how they've got him inside that orange jumpsuit. That's the famous orange jumpsuit that they got him in there. Look at the orange jumpsuit they got him in there. That's that famous orange jumpsuit. All right. So.
State's motion for pretrial detention is granted.
State's motion for detention is granted. Look how happy she is. Look, they just bang detention straight away. Granted. They don't play around. Detention straight away. Look how happy she was. Look how happy she was. Detention straight away. Look how happy she was. Crazy. Yeah, Drippy says he's finished. Drippy, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, bro. He's finished. He's not looking good. Their justice system is different. Yeah, America's justice system is mad. Like, man, them. Remember, each state in America is like completely different from each other state. Like, just because you do one thing, listen, America is not like here, man. Like, each state is completely different to each state, and you might do one crime in one state and it carries a sentence, whatever. And another state, they're telling you that's life in prison, that's death. America's weird like that. So you better know what you're doing before you start going over there and doing crime. Do you get me?
Oh, Betty wants his cryptocurrency back too. Now I have the call of Eduardo Smith. Four cases.
Your Honor, I'm sorry for Mr. Johnson. I also have a hold for immigration.
Okay, I didn't note that, but I will note on the file that immigration has a hold on Mr. Johnson as well.
Oh no! Did you hear that? ICE is on him now. Immigration. See, like when they say, when they always talk about criminals that come to this country, they're like, deport them. He's gone to America, and he's robbing people for $500,000 in crypto, and now he's been arrested, and now they're talking about immigration. So it's not looking good. They're getting onto him. They're onto him. They're talking about immigration. That's not a good look. Like, America's got a next type of judicial system. It's different. It's so different. And if I went to America, I wouldn't even do crime. It's so mad. You know what it is? It's different. If you grow up there, then it's kind of, it's just, you grow up in there, innit? But if you don't grow up in there, listen, I'm not doing crime in America. Like, what? Imagine moving to America to go and do crime. They said, "Oh, what did you do?" I went to America. And what did you do when you got to America? I started doing crime. They look at you like, what? Are you dumb? Yeah. Like, never do crime in a country that's alien to you. That's just mad. Going to the country and getting in the country, and then you choose to do crime once you're there. Like, you're setting yourself up for a fall.
Your Honor, can we look into that? Because the arrest form indicates that he was born in Illinois.
Yes. Repeat, please.
The arrest affidavit indicates that he was born in Illinois.
It does.
It does, yeah.
Oh, they are on him. Did you hear what they said? They said the arrest affidavit indicates that he was born in Illinois. So he's changed his name to Dante Johnson. And obviously he said that he's been born in Illinois. So I don't know if he's moving on a fake passport, I don't know, or some type of fake paperwork. But he's not born in Illinois. He's from the UK. Do you understand? Everyone knows who that is. So obviously his paperwork out there when he's been arrested, that's what's coming up. So now it's, the more they've got him, the more it's gonna unravel. Do you understand? So yeah, that's peak. Let's just pull that back again. Let's just pull that back again. Yeah, let's pull that back.
It does.
It does, yeah.
Repeat, please.
The arrest affidavit indicates that he was born in Illinois.
It does.
It does, yeah.
So right now he's being held, no bond pending the
I'm not
motion.
in a position to make findings about
Yeah.
immigration.
No, I understand. Okay. I'm gonna.
But since
I
your
just
client
wanted to
is
state
being
it on-
held no bond on the robbery charge, we'll have plenty of time to figure that out.
Exactly. I just wanted.
No, hear the judge. The judge is like, look, I can't check any immigration paperwork here, but seeing as how he's been held on bond, he's been held on charge without bond, we'll have plenty of time to figure that out. So what they're saying is, yeah, we don't know where he's from right now, but because we've got him in prison, we're gonna have enough time to work out where he's from. Yeah, it's messed up for him. It's very messed up for you right now. Like, yeah. So he's moving on a fake ID. That's the next charge. Yeah, that's the next charge. That's a whole next charge. That's a whole next charge. So the longer they have you there, the more they're gonna unravel it. So let's listen to more of this.
Stated on the record.
Okay, great. And good job having done that. All right, Mr. Smith has 4 cases. Let's take a look at them.
So let's come away from that. So that's Buck Fiddy. He's been arrested and he's been held without bond on allegedly asking someone to transfer over 562,000 in crypto dollars, obviously, so over £1 million pounds. And yeah, he's been held without bond, and they are now questioning his immigration status and his whole identity, because his name is not Dante Johnson. So Yeah, because his name is not Dante Johnson. That is one thing we can say for sure. One thing we can say for sure. His name is not Dante Johnson. So this is his Instagram. So this is Fiddy Bands and Buck Fiddy. So he's you get me. We'll just go through his Instagram. Let's look at some of the lifestyle. Man's in Mexico. Look, you get me. Rolls Royces, private jets, RM, Richard Mille, £100,000 on a watch in you see the blue seats, the Ferrari. Get me. Was that Stormzy? Look at that Stormzy. So I'm just showing you these lifestyle Ferrari again. Get me. He's very, he steps out in hundreds and thousands of pounds worth of jewelry. You get me, Flyboy, Fiddy Bands. You get me, lots of different watches. RM, so he's not playing around. These watches are over 100 grand. He's wearing £100,000 watches. Do you get me? So it's just giving the insight to the life he was living. So when people said that, yo, he'd killed it out there, this is the life he's living. You know what I mean? Louis down, traveling the world. You know. So you can clearly see he's making a lot of money, and he's not scared to show it. Yeah. So it's clear to see he's making a lot of money. No one knew how he was making his money. Everyone look at him in the Maybach. Everyone was asking him, "Oh, how's he making his money? What's he doing?" Him in a private jet. No one knew what he was doing. Rolls Royce drop head. Do you get me? Fendi head to toe. You know, he's got the bust down Cubans on. He's got the Skelly AP on. So, got the Lambo truck. So I'm saying to you, he's not faking it. Like, this is real. This is real getting, you know what I mean? Looks at the Rolls Royce Wraith. Look, this is real. All across the world. New York, Miami, Florida. Do you get me? He's connected. South Beach, Miami, Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Dubai. And everywhere he goes, he's dripped out and he's you can clearly see he's doing well. Why do I look like London? That looks like, oh yeah, it says London. Look, he looks mad. 2019, he's in London. So that's his Instagram. That's the lifestyle he was living. Some people gonna say, oh, it's hot, it's hot. Acting like a baller, shot caller, scamming ass. He was robbing from Flyboy to next man's prison toy boy. Oh, all right, you're moving a bit savage. Yeah, so that's where he is, isn't it? So that's currently where he is, isn't it? And there was another guy just like him. Let me see. I wonder if his Instagram's still up. Let me look, because he got arrested. They might have. I think they got into. I think they got into. Yeah, no, they got him as well. Chop Life, Mr. Chop Life. So this is TR TRIZZY, and he's currently arrested on drug charges in America, 613K for, like, it's like, let's look. Okay, you're gonna notice something. All these men do the same pictures. It's yep. Chop Life is brand. Look at all these cars there. It's like they do the. It's like man, them do the same things. I just broke the bank. I need another safe. Nothing is too expensive. You just need to make more money. And I think this is how a lot of men get caught. And you know if your money is if you know you're not getting it legit, you're just letting everyone know. And especially if you're in a foreign country and you're doing crime, it's crazy. And America of all places. So I'm just showing you similarities in yep. Look, the same thing as Buck Fiddy, the RMs. The RMs seem to be a trap. Once you start getting them, and you know, Maybach, just like Buck Fiddy, same, just like Buck Fiddy, the exact same thing. Yep. Private jet, just like Buck Fiddy. Guys, are you seeing a pattern here? It seems to be, and everybody want to rap. I don't even know why you want to rap. If you made that much money, you don't even need to rap. Why do you want to rap? The rappers are trying to get your money. Get me? Forget trying to rap and bait yourself up. All of that is just, you know what I mean? I wouldn't even do. Why would you rap? All of this stuff, you leave the ends, you go to America, and then, you know. But same thing with TRIZZY. Let's get into. Let's get TRIZZY's file. Let me get. No, I'm not gonna get that. Let me get Tanks is up. I like. Shout out to your boy Tanks. Let me do this. Yeah, let's pull up TR TRIZZY. Let's get rid of this. And let's pull in your boy Tanks. And let's go.
I didn't think all of these documents would be released. I was going to leave this and I wasn't going to talk about it again until it was over. But there's just been like a 50-page document that I've just read through, released for the indictment on TR TRIZZY. I've read through all of it, so you don't have to. We're going to cover all of the key things in these documents. And there's also a lot to learn from this, guys, because this looks like a classic case of letting fast money get to your head and make you think you're invincible here, because this guy took no steps to cover his track.
Yeah, we're gonna see similarities with Buck Fiddy, because they both simply seem as if the money went to their head, and we can see they had all the money and the lifestyle. You can clearly see it. But we're gonna see where it all went wrong. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let's go.
From what it's looking like, no steps. The guy thought he was untouchable. It's ridiculous when you read through it. In the indictment, it says they weren't able to find any legal streams of income from him. They say he made nearly 200 cash deposits. And I even remember a Snapchat that he posted saying the US is so good because you can just deposit money in banks and they don't ask questions.
So imagine here how many cash deposits he made, and he had no legal income in America. So we're just showing you the man them were out there mashing all this money with no legal income. So when they ask you, how do you have all of this Ferrari, this everything, you can't explain. This is a mad thing still.
While that may be true, it's because America is a much bigger country. In the UK, of course, if you try to deposit $5 they're going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. They're going to freeze your account and they're going to do the long thing. But it's never a problem until it's a problem, bro. It's never a problem until it happens, especially in America. You can be thinking you're living the high life, getting away with everything, but then once it's a problem, oh, it's a big problem. You better hope your papers are in order. When you're posting the flashy lifestyle on social media and according to the IRS, you ain't making any legal money and you ain't declaring nothing, you thinking because you changed your name, there's like 10 different names for him in this indictment, that you're going to go under the radar. You can go under the radar. If you are sending methamphetamine to the UK, allegedly, bro, it's better to have all of these things in order. So when they do audit you, they do investigate you, you've got your papers in order. But he had none of that in order.
Yeah, that's mad. Like, not having no papers in order, but yet at the same time, just mashing bare money and doing bare crime in America of all places. That's just crazy. They give out the types of years they give in America. That's just that don't even. Yeah, man. Then we got to do better, man. You got to be smarter.
He has his real name linked to the way they've linked everything is so simple. It will sound complicated, but it is so simple, and it shows that he took no steps to cover his tracks. So yeah, we're gonna get into all of this. We're gonna cover everything, guys. So leave a like. Let's get that out of the way. This is gonna be a great video. I'm gonna tell you guys everything we know so far. All right. So Tristan Samuel, aka Marlo Mayowa Stanfield, aka Marlo Stanfield, aka Marlo Thompson, aka Trey Lucas, aka Trizzy, aka TR TRIZZY, aka El Chopo, aka Rahul Ramesh.
Bro, aka El Chapo. Bro, my man's calling himself. Wait, he called Marlo Stansfield. This guy's calling himself like fictional drug characters. Do you think what? You're actually naming yourself after fictional drug dealers and characters. And actually, yeah, man, them you're making it easy for them.
Okay, I'm being serious, guys. This is on the indictment. He was arrested on the 15th of July, and the criminal complaint was filed on the July the 16th on conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine. The complaint was filed by Special Agent Daniel K. Richards. Now, the USA is a big place. The USA weren't privy to this, but it was the UK who contacted USA authorities, which triggered the US authorities to investigate TR TRIZZY. And along this, you're going to see so many steps.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? The UK, it was the UK, yeah, that told America. So when you man are out there doing stuff, the UK clock, it was the UK that told America to get onto him. So he wasn't even in America. It wasn't even American police that actually got onto him. It was the UK police that got onto him and made America investigate him. So guys, be aware of this, all right?
Where he didn't cover his tracks and didn't take the right steps. And I'm going to explain to you guys how we could have actually covered his tracks on these steps, which is even more frustrating. So there was shipment A and shipment B, which the UK authorities intercepted. So shipment A was addressed to Rachel Withenshaw, and this is where it was sent to. It was intercepted by police and it was found to contain 865 grams of meth. And shipment B, this is Gregory Boulevard. I was looking for number 22 Gregory Boulevard. I couldn't find it. We found number 75. But a package addressed to somebody called Helen Carter was found to have 895 grams of meth. So the police in the UK seized these packages. The police then arrested somebody called Jardel Calvert 2 months later. He ended up pleading guilty on the basis that he said he thought it was cannabis. He had no idea they were shipping in meth. Now here's where it gets techie, guys, because they searched this guy's phone. They've got so many tools to get into phones. Don't think they can't get into your phone. It's not going to be easy, but if they want to get into your phone, they will get into your phone. They can extract data and messages from your phone. That's why even people who use Telegram and they even use the device to device only mode, bro, that's not even good because they can access the messages if they seize your phone. And if there's any links between you and that phone, you're done out here, bro. People be getting too comfortable. I be telling you, man, you can't get comfortable, especially in this digital world where everything's so easily traceable. You're going to find out, guys, you're going to see between July and November 20.
Just so you know, this is just for, listen, anything that you say, that you put in a message, that you say on the phone is being recorded, everything. So you just don't say something or don't put out something that you're not willing to back on in the future if something comes up, like. And that's one thing people have to be aware of. Like anything that you say will be used against you. Literally, it's not can, it will be. Everything is recorded now. We're in a different age.
2023, they noticed multiple Snapchat messages between Calvert and another Snapchat account called Trizzy Chop. On November 24th, 2023, they found Telegram messages where a Telegram account sent a message to Calvert or Jardel saying, "Do not save my name as Trizzy." So they've got access to all of these Telegram messages. They're talking back and forth saying, "Where's this city? What city is it in? So I know where to ship it to." And it was UK authorities that identified it because it's on Snapchat. Now, guys, when you're messaging on Snapchat, because a lot of trappers, I'm just being real, a lot of trappers use Snapchat willy-nilly. Most people are too small for the authorities to care. But when you're getting investigated, when they get into your phone, if you're involved in some big thing, bro, it's long for you, my guy. It's long for you. Because if
like, guys, I'm tired of keep hearing that people on Snapchat. Are you on Snapchat doing like what? Doing shipments on Snapchat? On Snapchat, guys, these Don't know what makes people think. Honestly, like on Snapchat. Yo, my guy Yasser. Hey, I salute my guy Yasser. He come true straight, and whenever Yasser comes true, he always hits me with a little something. So big you up, bro. Gotta give a you know a round of applause. He says, salute my guy China, the hardest working YouTuber in the UK. Last night was madness, bro. Last night, listen, bro, do you know how bad it is? There's more to come. I thought it was all over before the final receipts. Someone like Deborah was holding out. There's one more. We're gonna have to circle back. I don't know if you guys are ready for this one. If you guys thought last night was a madness, yeah, there's more. There's one more, and I've seen the receipts. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It was a lot, man. Big you up for pulling up, man, and supporting. Do you get me? We definitely appreciate that, man. But yeah, let's get back into this.
They don't get the messages on your phone. They just have to go to Snapchat, and Snapchat will give them everything. They give them everything, bro. They don't make it hard. Snapchat, they cooperate with law enforcement, bro. But the UK police were already onto him. They just passed it over to America because he's over there. Look at this page of the indictment, bro. They've linked his Snapchat, and they've linked his appearance in a magazine called Brits. This is a man who was too comfortable, bro. Using the same name, all the links. And as we get deeper into this, guys, you're going to see how they link his IP addresses. They subpoena phone companies in America, and they bug his phone. They use trap and trace to bug his phone. They're not playing out there, G. And it was UK law enforcement that gave the FBI the information that they believe Trizzy was living in LA, and he came there on this passport, because America's huge, bro. They're not watching you until they're watching you. Now remember, guys, TR TRIZZY was arrested on the 15th. He was arrested just under a week ago. On the 17th of September 2024, they submitted a subpoena to Verizon to get access to the records of TR TRIZZY's alleged phone number. Again, this is an open case, alleged phone number. You're going to see the extent they can go to with your digital footprint to link you to things that you think you're covered on when you're not. After looking at the subpoena records for the phone number, they confirmed that it belonged to somebody with the name Marlo Stanfield, which is one of the aliases that they allege TR TRIZZY was using. Now, where they say TR TRIZZY was living is so exclusive, you can't even view it on Street View in Google Maps because it's private roads. But luckily, we've been able to find pictures of the house. Here is the house. Wow. Goes for $10 million. Just wow. This is like one of them houses you'd see on the Kardashians, bro. Just ridiculous. This guy was living like this. Look at we're not even done with the pictures, G. We're not even done with the pictures. Look at this. Look at the pool. Look how he was living. In an interview of Amani, he's talking about his pool cleaning fees. I see it. Wow.
Bro, this is the thing. Man was living a mad life, and it wasn't even legit, yeah? But just the life he was living, like the life he was living. You get me? Sometimes you gotta quit when you're ahead. Sometimes you just gotta quit when you're ahead. You just gotta quit when you're ahead. I'm being serious with you.
Wow, man. This is exactly where the interview took place.
Seeing people from
Amani was in this house, but that's exactly where the interview took place, right there. Same yard, guys. Same yard. This yard is ridiculous, though. Trizzy, you don't need this much space, my bro. Who am I to tell you what you needed? What is this? What even is this? He had an elevator in there. That's the bare minimum, bro. I'd want an elevator if my yard was this big.
Bro, he's got an elevator. He's like, what is this? You don't even need this. This guy's just doing the most. He didn't even need all of this space. He was burning through money. Look, one man's got all of this. The type of baddies he was breaking off in here, crazy. Could you imagine the type of things he was getting? Do you imagine the type of women he was dealing with, mate? The type of women he was dealing with, straight stars. Like house like this, the life, all the cars, all the money. Yeah. Easy come, easy go.
What do you even do with all this space? What do you even do with it, bro? I'd have a party every day. Look at the views. Oh, can you just imagine, like, you lot chilling with a man them. You lot got the guys with their girlfriends there. You got a couple hoes there. Girls are in the pool. You lot are just barking a zoot on the balcony, chilling. Late night in California, bro. Ain't got to worry about the weed being illegal. You're just getting high. You're in a gated community. You're cool with the security. Brother, that is a life I would get used to very extremely quickly, bro. And I'll tell you guys this, is like once, because this is a different level. You know what I mean? I've experienced finer things in life. So, you know, humbling myself down and like going legit, changing myself. It was not easy, but I can't imagine how hard it is when you're living like this, you know, and what you'd be willing to do to maintain living like this, because this is another level, my bro. It's another level. Absolutely crazy. But what they also did is they linked photos that he took by his house to his Instagram. So they linked it to him. So they've linked everything together. He thought he was covering his tracks. Nah, bro. They've linked everything together. Just
when they want to come for you, they're gonna come for you. I remember remember it's different. Digital footprint, they'll go for your Instagram, they'll go for all these things, they'll look at everything. This is what police do now. Like, so man, them stop making it easy for the police, because you can see what's going on right now. And the man them are clearly losing this battle. Man them are clearly losing this battle. It's crazy. Honestly.
because you're not an American citizen. When they want to watch you, when they want to track your shit, they'll track your stuff, G. But one thing I will say is that TR TRIZZY was acting like he owned the yard, but in the court document here it says that he was renting it because they contacted the agency that was responsible for renting it to him. Ross Morgan and Company Inc. These are the guys who got subpoenaed by the FBI to give over any information they had about who was renting that house. And on the agreement, he used the name Marlo Stanfield. And it says here that TR TRIZZY changed his name twice in the UK. And changing your name don't get you off debts. It don't get you, like, changing your name, it can help cover tracks, but it's public information. If the FBI want to find out, they can find out you change your name. You know, you can't run away from your problems by changing your name. Believe me, guys, believe me, I've looked into this plenty of times, trust me. In February 2019, he changed his name from Samuel to Trey Lucas. And in December 2019, he changed his name to Marlo Mayowa Stanfield. And they say his birth name is Tristan Samuel. But what's crazy is this guy had, like, they were doing real life surveillance on this guy. They were really following him around. It gets crazy, guys. Keep watching and like the video if you haven't already, because it gets even crazier. And they've even gone and checked with the Department of Homeland Security to see when this guy entered the country, and it all adds up. It says he got on a flight from Dubai. He came.
Listen, when they want to get you, yeah, they're going to go back. They're going to go back. I hope you're just paying attention. And this is, I'm saying to you, Buck Fiddy right now, he's in prison, and TR TRIZZY got nabbed earlier on. But even then, when people look at other people, they don't think, you know what, let me think about my scenario. Let me slow down a bit. Nah, man. They still go ham.
To LA from a flight in Dubai. We know TRIZZY was living in Dubai for a while. And he took this flight. He arrived in LA on January 17th, 2021. When it was actually hard to get into America because of COVID restrictions, but he had his ways. Now, back to shipment A and shipment B, the two packages of meth that were intercepted by the UK. They've tracked back these shipments. So this is the return address that they're alleging that TR TRIZZY put on the package that he sent to Manchester, package A. Now, obviously, they know that this isn't the return address for where it was sent. Of course they know that, but why would you put your real address on that if you're sending meth to the UK? And this place is a 1-hour drive from Calabasas. So it's not even in LA, it's in Anaheim. Anaheim is where a lot of these conventions happen, like PAX, you know, all these like conventions, like they usually happen in Anaheim. But then we've got, this is the return address that was put on. It's funny, there's a USPS van right there as well. But this is the return address that was put on shipment B. Now, obviously, this place, I mean, you never know, but come on, man, you know. Now, the investigating agent believes that this was done to stop any link back from FedEx. Well, they went and subpoenaed FedEx. Yes, they went and subpoenaed FedEx. Brother, you need to understand, when the FBI is on your ass.
Man's got the FBI on him and they subpoenaed FedEx. That's like going to, like, that's just crazy. FedEx of all people, they subpoenaed them to give them information. Yeah, at this point, they're on you. At this point, they're fully on you. Like, 100% at this point, they're fully on you. Yeah, you got real issues at this point. Like, I can't lie.
Everyone is going to talk. These companies, here you go. Here you go. Your subpoena. All right, here you go. Got to cover your tracks. All right, don't ship meth, you know. Don't do fraud, you know. Don't sell drugs. But if you're going to do it, cover your tracks. And don't think you're never going to get caught, because every dog has their day. Every dog has their day. Now, after they subpoenaed FedEx for the information on shipment A and shipment B, they find out that both of these packages were shipped on the same day from two different FedEx locations. They were both sent on the 16th of September, 2023. Now, it doesn't say which exact one, but there are two FedEx centers in Irvine, California. It could be this one, or it could be this one, where shipment A was sent from. Could have been here, man. Who knows? And then it looks like shipment B was sent from this FedEx center. But they say it was sent from a FedEx center in Fullerton, California. There are a few, could be a different one, but you guys get the gist of it. Look at these train tracks just over here. Now, here's where he rubbed out, right? Here's where I think he made a grave mistake. Because in this subpoena, FedEx was forced to hand over all of the IP addresses that access the tracking to these shipments, which is normal. You should be, I would expect you to be prepared for this, you know? Because guys, I want you to see how they catch him out, because you can use a proxy. First of all, I don't know why you're checking the tracking anyway once you've shipped it. But second of all, on your own device with your own IP address that's linked to you, someone who's bringing in, living how you're living, bro. Proxy is not that expensive. You can get a good one that uses residential addresses that are like £150 a gigabyte, which might sound like a lot, but believe me, it completely masks you. And it's not like these dead proxies, yeah, that will have like thousands of people using the same IP address regularly, like these random IP addresses that get flagged up by websites. Like, no, you want a proper untraceable one that will constantly be switching, but not switching too much, because websites are becoming more privy to that now, because IP addresses do change, but they don't change by a lot. If it's a drastic change, a completely different number, then that will flag up some systems. But if you're participating in these activities, first of all, your Percy, never. Your personal device doesn't touch this, doesn't receive a message to do with this stuff, nothing. No device that's linked to you involves anything to do with this. Yeah, I keep telling people, like, bro, you need a device that's never, ever connected to your home Wi-Fi, hotspot, called you, nothing. You don't even want that device to have even been near your yard. Now, you see, look at this. I was going to show you guys the ISP that ended up getting subpoenaed, but for some reason, I can't access this. So I'm going to show you exactly how you access these things. Brave should let me in. Wow. Okay, you leave me no choice. Hurry up, man. Okay. All right, we got in. But Charter Communications, they're the ones who filed the subpoena. They're the ones who had the subpoena filed against them. And they go by the name Spectrum, you know? Like Talk, Sky, BT, Virgin Media, you know? Yeah, even just using Tor browser, bro, like you can go undetected, but if they want to track you, they can, but it's just hard for them to track you. You know, you get what I'm saying, guys. Now, on the subpoena that they got for the internet, the IP address that was used to check shipment A and shipment B, this is how deep they've gone into this, guys. Like, this is why you have to cover your tracks. It may feel extra in the moment if you're doing, because I understand there are people who might be doing things they're not proud of right now, but trust me, you want to be able to walk away from this stuff, bro. Do not think you're untouchable. I'm going to keep reiterating that in this video. But the IP address that was used was linked to an Ashley Guarasi. Ashley Guarasi. Yeah, and it says it's linked to this address here, or this address here. You know, a nice house, nice place. Yeah. Still in California. But here's where it bumbles. Good job at registering to a different place. You know, I don't know if that's the homeowner who set up that internet for you, but if it wasn't, good move. Like, good covering. But an email address called trtrizzy.management@gmail.com is linked to this internet. You know what I mean? So it's just, they've got you.
So wait, he did all of that, yeah? He did all of that to go and cover his tracks, right? Then he goes and uses the email address with his name. TR TRIZZY, like, doesn't make any sense. You've gone through all this hard work to cover your tracks. Then you go use an email address with your name. Ah, man, damn.
G, they've got you. Now, on October 22nd, 2024, the FBI said to Google, hey, give us information on this guy. On October 23rd, 2024, Google gave them everything they asked for. And in those Google records, it exposed that the same phone number that we spoke about earlier, that was linked to his real name, or linked to one of his names, that is linked to the Google account, that is linked to the internet service plan, that is linked to the IP address, that is linked to the FedEx tracking, that is linked to shipment A and shipment B that was seized in the UK and found to contain methamphetamine. You get it now? And the name given for that account email address is Tristan Samuel. Now, because of all...
bro, this is just... He's leaving a trail. He's left nothing but a trail. Nothing but a trail. And it's a trail that all trails back to TR TRIZZY. That's the craziest thing. He's just left a long trail that just goes back to him. Mad thing.
All of these links, the FBI believe that it was TR TRIZZY who checked both shipments on a device that was connected to his home internet. And they believe that he is either responsible for the shipment or he directed another person to make the shipment happen and wanted to check the status of it. But it gets even worse, guys. They got into his iCloud. Like, they searched his iCloud and they found more than 8,000 photographs and 3,000 videos, bro. Cooked.
He's done. They got into his iCloud, yeah, and 1,000 pictures and over 800 videos. Yeah, he's cooked. You can only imagine what he had in his phone. Like, he's fully cooked. I don't know. Like, yeah. You know, could you imagine if someone gets into your phone and they have full access to your phone? They basically know everything. Like, they can see all your messages, they can see all your pictures, all your videos, all your comments, like all your notepads. They can see everything. They can get into all your emails. They can see everything. So it's like full access. Yeah. I think for him, it's not looking good. Guys, hit the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel. Turn the notification bell.
So on the 2nd of October 2024, the FBI filed a request to Apple saying, give us information on this iCloud account, on this phone number, give us information on all of this. And on the 29th of October, Apple got back to them, gave them the information that they felt like they needed to hand over. And then they find out that the iCloud account was activated just a day after the SIM card was activated. And 7 days later, on the 6th of November 2024, a Judge Brianna F. Murchef, I don't know if we can find a picture of her. Judge Murchef served in multiple roles at the Federal Public Defender's Office for the Court District of California from 206 to 210. Okay, this doesn't even matter though. It's just the judge in there. I was looking for a photo of her, but hey. But she signed a search warrant. So that pretty much means, Apple, you need to give us everything on this iCloud account. And Apple took a month because Apple's probably trying to look for a way out of this, because Apple does try not to do this. They don't really want to. But a month later, they gave them access to 8,000 photos.
So just so you know, Apple gave access to the phone. So everyone that thinks that Apple won't, Apple, if they get pressed hard enough by the FBI, they will give them access to your phone and to your iCloud and to everything, even though they're not supposed to. But if they get pressed hard enough, they will. So just be aware of that. Right.
3,000 videos, and they say they found multiple selfies of TR TRIZZY and videos, and they conclude that this account belongs to him, this phone number belongs to him. It's an airtight way to like link everything to him. And Americans do say that the feds, like, I think the feds have like a 90% conviction rate or something like that. They don't play. When they arrest you, they're arresting you because it's like, listen, you can take this to trial, but you'd be stupid to do this. Let's just take a plea deal. We've got you. And they even went through the photographs and found the exact photograph that was used on the Snapchat account that was used to talk to Calvert in the UK, who received, they've got him. It's mad. And also with Telegram, people think Telegram's secure, bro. You've got screenshots on your phone that can always be accessed. Even if you delete them, they can still maybe access them. You use device-to-device chat only, they can extract things from your phone. Telegram is not secure at all, guys. I don't know where this myth of Telegram being a secure messaging service has come from.
Nothing is secure, all right? The moment you put nothing is secure, let's just get that. If we just take it as nothing is truly secure, and even if something is secure for the moment, then, you know, later on people can come back and when technology advances, they can come back and they can and hack into it. So everything, nothing is secure. Nothing is secure.
For me, the only app that I knew was Gara was an app called Wicker. Amazon ended up buying it and it was still super secure, but Amazon ended up shutting it down because when you have these super secure apps, and I'm telling you, man, the harsh truth, yeah? When you have these super secure apps for messaging, bro, a lot of weirdos posting child stuff, yeah? They come and use that app. And then apps end up getting shut down because of these freaking weirdos. So they've even looked up the names, the Telegram names, and they're looking at screenshots on his phone to say that it's you who's running these Telegram accounts. It's so messed up and it's so sloppy. And the investigator says Samuel uses numerous variations and combinations of TR TRIZZY and Chop Life as monikers or aliases, which, hey, Chop Life or no life. Heard you rocking with the op guys, you swap sides. But on his iCloud account, here's where it gets peaked. They find more than 60 photos of shipping labels. Why is this on your phone, G? Why is this on your iCloud? Why is this on your personal device?
60. Look, the shipping labels. Look, they got the shipping labels for the packs that he's been sending. So look, they got the shipping labels for the packs that he's been sending. You'll get your bang to rights now, all in your phone. Why have you got this on your phone, man? Them.
Stupidity, bruv. Like, it's the stupidity, I'm telling you, bruv. Here they found pictures of cannabis on his phone, and here's another thing. People seem to think you delete it, you can move it here, act like it's a different time. No, bruv. They can check when the picture was actually taken. Like, guys really don't understand the level of surveillance that goes on, bruv. It's mad. But they're just showing a bunch of pictures of drugs, cash, guns, like, you know, just not.
Yeah, look, they've got his phone. Let's look at the money, the drugs, the cash, the guns. And remember, at this point, he's technically, you know, he's not an American citizen. So he's coming to the country and, yeah, all that stuff's illegal. He can't have a gun. He's not even a citizen. So, yeah, no electronic devices are secure. None of them are secure. So just know that. Do you get me? No electronic devices are secure.
Things that are not going to help his case. But here's where it gets mad. They did a trap and trace on this guy. They tapped his phone. They bugged his phone. So they were monitoring to see who he's communicating with from that phone number, like who he's calling and who's calling him. And they're also able to prove that he was physically present at his property between these dates that they've got him on. It's just a whole madness, guys. It's a whole madness. Now, it looks like TR TRIZZY are moved to a different property at this time. As of recent times when they were tracking the messages, it was linked to this address. Now it says it's off market because TR TRIZZY has been renting this property. Now there's no photos of it. My man did not doubt. Oh, there's only one photo of this property. There's no photos of this property. Okay, we can't find any photos of the property, but it says that TR TRIZZY was renting this place, and they say it was physically present at the home between May 3rd, 2025 and May 5th, 2025, and the 13th of June, 2025 and the 25th of June, 2025, connected to the home internet at that subject address. Now it says that he used a fake name to rent this place called Rahul Ramesh. Maybe he might have known that they were on him. Who knows? And he only started renting it on the 10th of April, 2025. And they say he was paying $16,500 a month. But
man was paying $16,500 a month in rent, like, because he felt like they was onto him, so he moved to a different place. That's not exactly low key. 16,000 a month in rent. Like, while you're kind of thinking like they're onto you, don't you think you should probably keep it a little bit calm? But you're renting a £16,000 a month apartment, sorry, a mansion.
TR TRIZZY would, you know, say that he owns these places. He would act like he owned these places. And they subpoenaed this company, PMP Management. This is the company that they subpoenaed. And they've checkmated him, bro. The same IP address that was being used by his WhatsApp was the same IP address used to sign the DocuSign, because, you know, you guys know DocuSign. I've used it to sign quite a few things. Digital online signature platform, yeah? That same IP address is what was used to sign the document on DocuSign, to sign the lease for this property.
They got him, man. This guy's using the same IP to do his personal business as the same IP to do all his other businesses. So they've got him bang to rights. Very sloppy, very sloppy. He should have been picking up phones and dashing them. He should, like, with the amount of money he had, he should have had 20 iPhones, separate iPhones. You get me? With the amount of money he had, he should have had 100 iPhones. That's the truth about it. And each time, it did, yeah, if that's what he needed to do. But using the same phone to do to move the packs and then to rent your apartment.
They got him. They got him. They got him at every angle, bro. They've got him. It's crazy, guys. It's scary. Oh, I'm scared, bruv. What the hell? And they even did some real life surveillance, guys, which is absolutely mental. It's terrifying, all right? On the 26th of June, 2025, all right? Less than a month ago, we all know TR TRIZZY has a Cybertruck. He drives around in his Cybertruck on his Snap all the time, all right? But the FBI investigator says that around 9:45 a.m., they drove by TR TRIZZY's house and took pictures of the house. And immediately after they were driving away, they were followed by a Cybertruck with a Florida number plate. They said the driver of the car pulled out of the yard and started following them. But the FBI person got to a stop sign. All right, they got to a stop sign, so they had to stop. And then they say TR TRIZZY came round, blocked him in, rolled down the window, and the investigator confirmed it was TR TRIZZY. They say TR TRIZZY got out of the cyber truck, went up to the FBI person's car, and keep in mind, this is happening within a gated community. So there are people in the gated community trying to get out. They're blocking traffic out of there. He's like, nah, who are you? Why are you taking pictures of my car? The security guard comes over to try and calm the situation down, and TR TRIZZY says to the security guard, listen, like, this guy's taking pictures of my house.
So TR TRIZZY, he's been surveyed. He's under surveillance by the FBI, and then they taking pictures, and he clocks him and he chases him down in Cybertruck and he confronts him. But he's confronting the FBI. He doesn't know it's FBI, but he's confronting the FBI agent, and now his security for where he lives, the complex, has come out, and yeah, he's getting involved.
What is he doing here? He said his family and his kids are inside his house. Who is this man? He's taking pictures of my house. Now, eventually, TR TRIZZY moved the Cybertruck, and this FBI guy got out of there and he stopped following him. But he says, as he drove past the yard, he says it's like TR TRIZZY was waiting for him and was taking pictures of him also. So he was on guard. He must have seen this coming. You know, he must have known the time was near. But guys, here's where it gets absolutely crazy, all right? They say after doing an investigation into TR TRIZZY, like a cash investigation, like, okay, where are you paying your taxes? How are you affording this lifestyle? They say there was no legitimate sources of income. None. Zero. Nothing. No legit sources. What? Are you mad?
So you're telling me he was living the life he was living, yeah? Ferraris, Lamborghinis, you get me? He was putting £200,000 in deposits in the bank, and he never had one legitimate source of income, not one. Not one. I never had one legit, not one. Like, it was only a matter of time. With something like this, it was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. That's what it was. It was only a matter of time. It wasn't if, but it was when.
Bro, no legitimate sources of income, my brother. Like, what do you expect? You ain't got yourself covered, G. What is going on? They looked at a JP Morgan Chase bank account he had, yeah? We have Chase Bank in the UK, but JP Morgan Chase. And they say between April 2023 and February 2025, he made over $400,000 worth of cash deposits. Cash. Now, it's America. They're going to take your cash. Yeah.
He put over £400,000 worth in cash in. That could never run in the UK. In the UK, that would never run. They will get onto you. But in America, they're taking your money, no issue, until something goes wrong. And then that's when everything's going to happen. And that's what he's about to say now. Crazy.
It may seem easy, you're getting away with it, bro. But once you get investigated, once you're getting audited by the IRS, if you ain't got your paperwork in order, so help you God. So help you God. But out of this 400K, half of them were cash payments and half of it was Zelle payments. Zelle is like bank transfer in America. They don't have bank transfer like we do. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is everything about the TR TRIZZY situation so far. It's absolutely crazy. I think he was just living the fast life, got way too comfortable.
So yeah, so you see this, the similarities between TR TRIZZY and Buck Fiddy. Do you understand? They both, they both were living the American dream in every sense of the word, and it seems to have crashed and crumbled down. You know what I mean, guys? Yeah, no risk, no reward, 100%. Like, you got to take risk to prosper. You got to take risk to prosper and calculate risk as well. No risk, no reward. I definitely agree with that. But you know, when you're in a foreign country, somewhere like America, yeah, like those types of risk are, you know, they said he's facing life. They said he's facing life. Do you get me? They said he's facing life. Look, I'll replay it just in case for the people that just jumped in, or I will play it. I'll just go play it again.
Great. And good job having done that. All right, Mr. Smith has 4 cases. Let's take a look at them. The motion to Dante Johnson.
I did not, Your Honor, no.
I sent it to the PD's e-file. It's the 4 motion.
Mr. Johnson, good morning. Counsel, it was a motion for pretrial detention because the count charge is punishable by life in the state penitentiary. You're charged.
Punishable by life in a state penitentiary, so he's facing life. So my man over there, CT, no risk, no reward. He's facing life. So he took the risk. He was reaping the rewards, but now he's facing life. So you need to ask yourself, was it worth everything he's done to be facing life in a prison, an American prison? Let's talk about it.
On the 8th day of December with allegedly committing an act of armed robbery at the Kiki on the River Club. So let me finish reading this. Got in the car, showed a gun, opened his cryptocurrency wallet and sent it to him. If you didn't kill him. Wow. $562,000.
$562,000. He told the guy, he threatened the guy with a gun that it would kill him if he didn't, hand over the money. So that's what they're saying. $562,000. Okay. Cool.
Anyway, let's see. It looks like probable cause is found, and there is no bond in your case, and you cannot have any contact with the. You cannot go to Kiki on the River at 5801 Biscayne Boulevard.
So there's no bond. So now he's been held. Now he's been held without any bond. And they're saying that he can no longer go to Kiki on the River, but I don't think he's trying to go to Kiki on the River. I don't think he's trying to go Kiki on the River. I'll keep 100.
State's motion for pretrial detention is granted.
Detention is granted, so they've just agreed to give it to so detention is granted, okay?
Oh, Betty wants his cryptocurrency back too. Now I have the thought of Eduardo Smith. Four cases.
Your Honor, I'm sorry for Mr. Johnson. I also have a hold for immigration.
Okay, I didn't note that, but I will note on the file that immigration has a hold on Mr. Johnson as well.
So now, remember, he's from the UK, so immigration is on him now. So don't forget, on top of that, immigration is also on him now. So immigration is on him. So now there's a call for immigration ICE. So they're aware that he's not an American. Yeah, no, America's, listen, their prison system is different. You don't want to get caught up in that. But they're saying he's not an American citizen.
Your Honor, can we look into that? Because the arrest form indicates that he was born in Illinois.
Yes. Repeat, please.
The arrest affidavit indicates that he was born in Illinois.
It does.
It does, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So they're saying the arrest warrant indicates he was born in Illinois, but we all know Buck Fiddy wasn't born in America. And his name is not Dante Johnson, but he's changed his name and his fake ID says he's born in Illinois. So things are starting to unravel.
So right now he's being held, no bond pending.
I'm not in a position to make findings about immigration.
No, I understand. Okay. I'm gonna
say is being held, no bond on the robbery charge. We'll have plenty of time to figure that out.
Exactly.
So she's saying, listen, I can't deal with the immigration. I can't deal with the immigration issue here right now. I can't deal with it right now. I can't deal with it. But don't worry, he's been held without bond anyway. So it's going to give us plenty of time to figure it out. So they don't know who he is or where he's from. But because he's been held in prison without bond, they're going to give him a lot of time to figure it out. So yeah, man. It's crazy work. They've got him bang to rights. They've got him now. They'll just got to figure it out. It's crazy. America's prison system is mad.
I just wanted stated on the record.
Okay, great. And good job having done that. All right, Mr. Smith has 4 cases. Let's take a look at them. The motion, Dante.
Hero, good job for doing that. So look, like I said, the similarities with him and the similarities with him and TR TRIZZY exactly the same. They went from the UK to America. You know, they got themselves into the right rooms, became successful. Lot, you know, obviously clearly making money. But he's had his name in a bit of controversy anyway for a while. Let's look here.
Bob Burke, good morning. That altercation played out here in the parking structure behind me near the Grove, and police looking for the gunman this morning, calling him an attempted robbery suspect. Let's start with these aerials to show you from up above where this all unfolded in the garage attached to the Erewhon grocery store near the Grove here on Beverly Drive. In a minute, you'll see the 28-year-old victim rolling around on the ground from that very shooting. But first, a look at the entire altercation caught on surveillance cameras. You can see a group of men arguing inside the parking garage. This was around 5:15 yesterday evening. They move out onto the street, and then suddenly a shot is fired and one of the men falls to the ground. A detailed description of the shooter wasn't released by police, but authorities say he's the man in a white shirt and
So they're saying that was Buck Fiddy. That looked like Buck Fiddy, allegedly. So this was already. So he's already been involved, or allegedly been involved in a shooting in America, and he got away with it or whatever. But look, it's on. Here it is. Here it is.
black pants, first seen taking off down the street, then appearing to run back into the garage to get his car. The victim was shot at least once and drove himself to the hospital where he's listed in stable condition. Police quickly swarmed the area following that shooting. They didn't close any of the shops nearby. They say the suspect tried to rob the victim, at one point motioning towards a weapon before he actually pulled it out, but he didn't end up making it away with anything. Meanwhile, the LAPD is investigating anyone who recognizes the suspected gunman or has any information, being urged to contact the LAPD. They say he was seen taking off in a black Lamborghini, and the license plate also was reportedly captured on cameras, all part of the investigation. Reporting live in the Fairfax district, I'm Mario Ramirez. Back to you.
Bro, man's living a movie, GTA. He went there, had beef with the guy, shot him, and then jumped in a black Lamborghini and sped off. Yeah, allegedly. Bro, his life is a movie. I'm like, come on, his life's a literal movie. Like, his life is a literal. You get me? You know how he was living. His life was literal movie. See what I'm saying? That's the protect. That's the protect. That's the protect. See? These finesse. Look. Do Stormzy. In Las Vegas. To be wearing the same watch as Stormzy says a lot, or similar watch as Stormzy says a lot. Do you get me? But Fid, like, he networked. He got himself into the rooms. You get me? He definitely was. And guys, you're gonna do all this work, and then it's gonna end up the way it ends up. This is what I'm saying to the man. Them. It's it's the dream, right? The dream is to go and make it. The dream is not to end up in jail. Like, the dream is not to end up in jail. Look, Bounce was. Let me pull this up as well. Bounce has got something.
Aye. So the boy Buck Fiddy, man, it's dark, man. Arrested for nearly 1 billion crypto and jewelry robbery in Miami. Now, obviously, I've got live footage of him in court. Last thing I heard of Buck Fiddy was the shooting. He was on, obviously, camera. Well, alleged him, he was on camera, and there was an argument, there was an altercation around 2 years ago, 18 months ago, and someone got shot in the leg. If you ain't seen that, it's on YouTube. Akhi, it's on YouTube. I'm about to cover that. But reading like the article, it seems like obviously he's made a link with someone. He's about to do business with them. and he's just backed out his machine and tried to rob them. My man's been robbed and he's just snitching. Let me flip the screen and get into it. And it just says, Buck Fiddy arrested for nearly 1 million crypto and jewelry robbery in Miami. Miami police arrest, obviously he's named Johnson, accused of robbing a visitor at gunpoint of nearly 1 million in crypto and jewelry after meeting at a nightclub. The crime happened in Morningside area. 2 years ago, he was alleged involved in a shooting in a parking lot. He's living his life like it's GTA, akhi. Yeah.
Akhi.
So I've just done a deep dive. 3 p.m. tomorrow, there's a deep dive in who is Buck Fiddy, why did he fall out with Fredo, Mitch, Ratlin,
We're gonna react
and
to
how
that
he
live.
got to living the dream in Miami. And it's this, the end is just the rise and fall, and it's the rise is gonna happen again. So I just done a deep dive video. It's about a 45-minute long video. No, it's under 45 minutes. So it's coming out tomorrow at 3 p.m. So just watch this quick update that I've got for you. Look. And the only reason why they released this on Christmas Day, because I just felt like I don't celebrate Christmas, but I wanted there to be this positive. I didn't want there to be like a negative news story. So Boxing Day, this is a Boxing Day special for you, man. Okay. And obviously, a little backstory. You can see the little backstory, what he's done since he's been in LA.
Who is Buck Fiddy? And how did he skyrocket from London's gritty streets to rubbing shoulders with rap royalty like Travis Scott and Quavo? This UK drill artist, known for tracks like Lesson Learned and Running Up the Ladder, has the music world buzzing with his meteoric rise and mysterious wealth. Once spotted in the UK alongside rappers like Fredo, Buck Fiddy's name now echoes through Los Angeles, where his lavish lifestyle and alleged gang ties have made him a polarizing figure. But where did his fortune come from? And what exactly does he do to command such attention?
And you see with Buck Fiddy, well, one thing I would say to you is this is a brother that had a lot. He had a chip on his shoulder, you get me? He took a lot of L's in the UK. And big shout out to Buck Fiddy. I have no problems with him whatsoever, you get me? But I'm just saying that how it is. He took a lot of L's in the UK. During his come up, obviously I saw him around the Fredos, the Ascos, the Mitches, the Hypos, like that circle. There was a time, 2019, 20, whatever, 21, that there was a time where that was happening. And I remember even, he just kept on having arguments. There was a falling out or whatever. I don't know. There was a breakdown in communication with Fredo and him. And this picture here, where I discuss it in my video tomorrow, is kind of why this was a video where Mitch kind of saw my man and just kind of half pressured him, just asked him directly, like, bro, akhi, do you have an issue? But anyway, let's get into more of this.
The last time he made headlines, it was for a shocking incident in a Beverly Hills parking lot that left the streets talking.
So it's mad. This is online. So I'll play this. This is online, but yeah.
And questions unanswered. Buck Fiddy, hailing from Harlesden, London, emerged in the UK drill scene.
So I don't think he's from Harlesden, London. Well, yeah, I said where I know Buck Fiddy from. I know Buck Fiddy from the ends. You get me? I know Buck Fiddy from the Albanians, Escobars and Fats. That's how I know Buck Fiddy. But maybe he might be from Harlesden. I thought he was from South. I don't know. You look correct me on that one.
With a raw sound that resonated with fans on platforms like Apple Music. His music, blending gritty lyrics with West Coast influences, caught the ear of listeners and industry heavyweights alike. Unlike many drill artists, Buck Fiddy's story took a dramatic turn when he relocated to Los Angeles, where he's been seen flaunting luxury cars, designed.
And that's the thing. You see, when people start moving around the world, man, like whether it's Ghana, Nigeria, or Dubai, America, you start really leveling up. You start really understanding like why the UK is designed the way to keep us the way how we are. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's mad.
Fits and connections with American rap stars like Travis Scott and Quavo. His affiliations reportedly extend to GS9 and LA Crips, adding a layer of street credibility and danger to his persona. Whispers of his wealth point to cryptocurrency windfalls, with some claiming he cashed out big during a crypto boom.
And there's always, look, see when the man them go over there, I think you can sell Cali for free and you get me, and boom, 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 boom. So obviously, from when he was over there, he was always leveling up. Man, always saw him doing well. And then obviously, the last time man heard or saw of Buck Fiddy was this video.
Video circulating that UK artist Buck Fiddy was involved in a shooting at a ruined parking lot on Beverly Boulevard on the 3rd of October 2023. The video has been posted on social.
Like, man is actually pressuring him. Like, man's actually aggressive. My man's backing up. He's backing up like, ache, like internet ready. Don't do it. I have my thing on me. I got my machine.
At the moment, it is still not reported by any source.
My man saying, bro, I'm not gonna run off. I got my gun on me, bro. I will slap it, bro. Know what you're doing. I'm gonna give you a leg shock. I don't want to slap you over, but that's the energy you can see.
In the UK or any reliable sources that we know of.
Look. Oh, it's so dark. Do you know why it's dark as well? My man slapped him and thought, oh shit, my car's in this car lot. I need to get my car. Let me just circle back. If my car's in the car parking, I don't care. Let me circle back. And these people put the American gangster music on this.
Yeah, so the one we watched earlier on never had none of this gangster music. The one we watched earlier on never had none of this gangster music, man. So look, he's living a movie, but end of the day, sometimes when you get away with too much, this is what happens. So because you got away with so much, right? Because you got away with so much, this is what ends up happening. Sometimes when people get away with so much in their mind, like they start to feel invincible, and then this is what happens. Like you just started feeling like you was invincible and you was untouchable, and because of that, it's what led to this. Do you get me? And a feeling when you bust your gun and you get away with it, it's gonna make you do it again. Yeah, too comfy. Like it's gonna make you do it again. When you bust your gun and you keep getting away with it, you're gonna get too comfy. Man bust it in broad daylight and then hopped back in his car and drove off. It's crazy. In America of all places, like, you know what I mean? It probably makes sense why he was moving on a fake ID, but yo, that's just like Buck Fiddy, that's just crazy.
Guys, you can't make this up. My man runs back. He looks at my man, runs past him. He's like, listen, you lot are not internet ready, man. Come my machine on me. I told you lot, just be easy, man. So you know that man's achi out here. Boom. And now he's just going to get his car and it's cut out. Hey, you can't make this stuff up. You get me? Anyway, that's happened. Boom. My man's in that position. Boom, 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 boom. Now, big mugshot. Get me? Gunman arrested for nearly 1 M crypto jewelry robbery in Miami Morningside neighborhood. Cops say. Then it said Miami police arrest suspect on Tuesday in connection with an early December armed robbery of nearly $1 million in cryptocurrency and valuables in the city Morningside in neighborhood. A Miami Police Department arrest reports. This is a report states that the victim first met Johnson, 28, of Royal Palm Beach at Kiki on the River Club near downtown while I was visiting Miami from out of state in October. So he's basically explaining, my man's writing, he's basically saying, bro, I made a link with my man in October. This is the first time I met him was in October. You get me? This is where I met my man. Then the report states that the two kept in touch and met up when the victim was back in South Florida on December the 8th. Investigators said that the victim got into Johnson's vehicle and at around 2 a.m. Johnson parked up at a building and it shows the building. It says the building name. When the police said Johnson brandished a small black handgun and demanded the victim to give everything he had.
That's mad, man. So he obviously befriended this guy to the point of where he felt comfortable enough to get into his car, and then he put the gun to him and stuck him up and said, "Yo, give me all your crypto. Transfer that half 562,000. Transfer that into my crypto wallet." So obviously, he befriended this guy enough to know what the guy had in his wallet, and then when the time come, that's what he done. When the time come, that's what he done. I'm saying, when the time come, that is exactly what he done. Crazy. Gotta be careful who you're rolling with.
Johnson police said forceful took the victim's watch off his wrist, and the victim took his chain and bracelet off and gave it to the defendant when totaled approximately 413K in price. Obviously, he took crypto as well. So my man, this is a statement, bro. This is basically a statement that my man's saying, like, bro, this is what's happened to me. I've been robbed. It's dark, bro. You get me? You just say the police reports state that Johnson demanded the victim to open his cryptocurrency wallet, send it to him. As the victim was going through his crypto wallet, Johnson told him that he would kill him if he didn't comply. The victim sent Johnson 562,000 worth of crypto. Police said that, then escaped and called an Uber, eventually reporting the robbery to the MPD 2 days later.
Yo, man got blasted and reported it 2 days later, bro. Man's reporting that straight away. Well, I'm saying you should be reporting that straight away, but he might have been, I don't know, man. He might have been shook up, innit? Like, he might have just been real shook up. I feel like he might have just been real shook up, you know. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he might have just been real shook up. Cause he reported it 2 days later, so I'm thinking, yeah, he must have been shook up. Yeah, he must have been. Car. How they report it 2 days later after it happened?
Bro, what was my man thinking? My man reported the robbery 2 days later, Akhi.
That's what I said.
But anyway, just going into this is what's happening in court. You can see him live in court.
The motion to Dante Johnson.
I did not, Your Honor, no.
I sent it to the PD's e-file. It's the form motion.
Mr. Johnson, good morning. Counsel, it was a motion for pretrial detention because the count charge is punishable by life in the state penitentiary. Your charge on the 8th day of December
Crazy.
was allegedly commit
Life in the state penitentiary. So Buck 50 is he's facing life. He's facing life in the state penitentiary. Like, that's not like, he's facing life, imprisonment forever. That's not a joke. Yeah. He's facing life. Just remember that.
the act of armed robbery at the Kiki on the River Club. So let me finish reading this. Got in the car, showed a gun.
Bro, you see in America, yeah, it's dark because it's like, bro, you're going on camera and yeah, your videos getting put online. Like, you're accused of this. Like, no matter, your videos getting put online.
Bro, yes,
UK,
sir. Man had 2 days to get out of the States. He could have flown private. Seriously. No, let's talk about it. He had 2 days to get out of the States. 2 days. 2 days to get out of the States. But he chilled. He had a full 48 hours and £562,000 worth to get of dollars to get out before they found him. What did he think was gonna happen? You're dealing with legit guys. What did you think was gonna happen? He was gonna snitch. He's not even snitching. He's just reporting you. But like my guy said, man had 2 days to get out to the States and he didn't. So clearly he wanted to get caught and he did get caught.
Even when you go into court, we're filming this shit. Like, yeah, this is, if the trial's 2 years long, we're filming all this shit. It's 2 years long. It's madness.
opened his cryptocurrency wallet and sent it to him. If you didn't kill him. Wow. $562,000. Anyway, let's see. It looks like probable cause is found. And there is no bond in your case. And you cannot have any contact with the, you cannot go to Kiki on the River at 5801 Biscayne Boulevard anymore.
Obviously, in America, gun charges, this might not be a crazy charge, but you get found guilty for it. You're looking at crazy years. But
looking at life,
you can get bond, innit, if you got the money. So you just never know, innit?
No, yeah,
State's motion for pretrial detention is granted.
You can get bond if you got the money, but like she just said, detention is granted. So like you can get bond, but detention, like just like what you said there now, so detention is granted. So yeah, that's a bit mad still. That's a bit mad still. He is not being given. Bail has been refused, no bond, so he's currently in prison, and it's not looking good right now. It's not. I would have got out of the country. Like man said, man had 2 days to get out of the States. He had 2 days. Big up Yasser. He had 2 days to get out. Why is he still there? Why is he? He had £562,000. Like, oh, sorry, dollars in crypto. All they had to do was leave.
Betty wants his cryptocurrency back too. Now I have the thought of Eduardo Smith.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So mad.
4 cases.
Your Honor, I'm sorry for Mr. Johnson. I also have a hold for immigration.
Okay, I didn't note that, but I will note on the file that immigration has a hold on Mr. Johnson as well.
So it's like now he's got a hold for immigration.
Your Honor, can we look into that? Because the arrest form indicates that he was born in Illinois.
Yes. Repeat, please.
The arrest affidavit indicates that he was born in Illinois.
It does.
It does, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So right now he's being
Right now he's like, I don't know if I'm internet ready. Get me? I was born in Akhi, yeah? Akhi, I was born in Akhi. Why are they talking about immigration, Akhi? What do they know that I don't know, Akhi? I was born in America, Akhi. Internet ready. Yeah.
Bro, they're on you, bro. Like, you already know from time they're saying this, they already know that you're not from America. And yeah, he needs to be careful because you don't want to get but to be fair, I think that incident happened 2 years ago, wherever how long ago, people got paid out for that. Because yeah, I don't know how that didn't get any bigger attention than it did, because that was blatantly him, and it was blatantly, you know what I mean? Or allegedly it was him, but it looked a lot like him. So yeah.
That's what he's looking at. Look at his face. He's thinking, bro, what are you talking about?
held no bond pending.
I'm not in a position to make findings about immigration.
No, I understand. Okay. I'm gonna.
But since your son is being held no bond on the robbery charge, we'll have plenty of time to figure that out.
Exactly. I just wanted stated on the record.
Okay, and good job having done that. All right,
I can't lie. My man's head is spinning, bro. My man's going to jail. His head is spinning like, oh my days. Like, oh my days. You get me? Like, oh my days. But anyway, just to give my man, he was really living the life. He was in a good position. He was living the life. He's here with Storms, doing his thing. Look. Nah, that one made me laugh.
It was with Offset.
My man's with the boy Offset. But hey, man, obviously tomorrow 3 p.m. I've got a kind of deep dive of like the rise and fall. I don't want to pray on the man's downfall of Buck Fiddy, and can he come back from this? You get me? Can he come back from this?
So yeah, so look, Bounce has covered it. We've been speaking about it. And it's just the American dream. Shout out to the man them that make it over and they start doing really well. But the American dream it's not supposed to end in prison, man. Locked away with your freedom taken away from you. Like any dream that ends with you ending up in prison for it, it's not a dream that you want to be participating in. That's a nightmare. That should be a nightmare, really and truly. That should be a nightmare for you. Like what is the point of everything? Even if you have it for 3, 4, 5 years, then you spend the rest of your life in prison. Well, them 4 or 5 years worth trading? Those 4 or 5 years of enjoyment, were they really worth trading the rest of your life? And then later on, you're going to become philosophical, but you're facing a life sentence, or whatever, how long it's going to be. All for what? Trinkets. Listen, guys, we all want to be successful. We all want nice things. But clearly, with TRIZZY and Buck Fiddy, this is why when they say, for the love of money and all of these things, it can lead you down the wrong path. And then now you're stuck in jail and you're thinking about when it was good and you was, you know what I mean? You was living, you was making the money, you had the women, you was enjoying, but it just ends. And if it ends with you being in a prison cell, then what was it really? Was it really? I don't know. You need to tell me, was it really worth it? You got to tell me, was it really worth it? We all want success. We all want to do well. But the thing about scamming and these types of things is just, at some point it's going to crumble down, and when it does, free the man them. Of course, we don't want to see none of the man them locked down, man. Come on. But at the same time, man them got to be careful and don't make it easy for them. In both cases, both of these people could have. Same with TRIZZY. It was loose balling, extremely loose balling, to the point of where you're like, you must want to be caught. And when you see Buck Fiddy got away with, obviously, the altercation, allegedly shooting someone in a car park, and then even getting away with the 562,000 in crypto, that was your opportunity to leave the country or go wherever. But instead, you chilled, and now you're in prison, and they want the crypto back. And it's facing life imprisonment because you robbed someone at gunpoint for crypto. So you just got to ask yourself. Do you get me? Wait, let me look. I think. Hold on. Let's find something else. So what's this?
Ooh. Keep in there.
Yeah, let's do this one.
$5,000. Don't play yourself.
I first heard about Ramon Abbas when he was arrested. It was a pretty big international news story. He was arrested in Dubai.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do, while we're here talking about TR TRIZZY and talking about Buck Fiddy, we're gonna talk about Hush Puppy. If you know who Hush Puppy is, Nigerian scammer. Yeah, we're gonna get into Hush Puppy because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into Hush Puppy. I think this is gonna be a good one. Let's get into Hush Puppy.
And he was very quickly extradited to the U.S.
Ramon Abbas also known as Hush Puppy, was responsible for a number of business email compromise scams.
But what he was most known for was being an Instagram influencer. He built a following of millions of people, and it was always very mysterious where his money actually came from.
According to the affidavit, he was charged with $30 million worth of fraud.
Hey, yo, man was charged with $30 million worth of fraud. Let's take this in for a second. $30 million worth of fraud. Do you know what type of fraud that is? That's the final fraud boss. That's $30 million. Like, this guy's is a superstar. In fraud, he's a superstar. Anyone earning $30 million from any industry is the superstar of that industry. Not even sports stars, not even musicians, like, make that, you know what I mean, amass that money, or they do a career, but that puts you in that level. 30 million. 30 million. Was Hush Puppy the best to do it? Huh? Was he? I need to know, was Hush Puppy the best to do it? Cause I'm feeling like he was. I'm feeling like was Hush Puppy the best to do it? Scam of the highest level. The world's biggest scammer. Apparently Puppy out soon. Hopefully, bro, man, of course man got money tucked away, bro. He's got, you see when you've been making that much, bro, he's got diamonds, gold bars, he's got, nah, man, Hush Puppy's nice. Hush Puppy's nice, man. Let's take it in.
Hush Puppy is the #1 Yahoo boy in Nigeria. He's a role model to every Yahoo boy in Nigeria.
There are ways to look at Hush Puppy not as some kind of hero, but you can respect some of the things that he did and the way that he thrived in our current online social media ecosystem. One of the things people would ask me was, why did he post to Instagram? Like, he should have just kept a low profile. My answer ultimately was, why do you post on social media? I mean, he was doing it for the same reasons we all do it, to get some response from people, to feel his place in the world grow and be respected.
G for Gucci, you know?
When you look at the story from one layer, it's very simplistic, but the deeper you get into it, the more you see the complexities around how some
5 years, 30 million. Nah, he was snitching. 5 years, 30 million. That is a big rat. That's a big rat. How you getting 5 years for 30 million worth of fraud? Hush Puppy, you've been a rat right now. You's a rat. You's a very rich rat, a fat rat, but you're still a rat, man. You're still a rat.
Like Hush Puppy exists in the modern world. Ramon grew up in a neighborhood of Lagos called Oron Shoki. It's a bit of a hardscrabble neighborhood. His father drove a taxi. His mother sold bread and other foods on the street. By his own account, he always looked to sort of the ritzier areas of Lagos as a kind of dreamer. And he wanted to have more for himself.
Today we have an exclusive inside look at the internet scam that has been sweeping this country, based out of Nigeria.
When the internet arrived, late 90s, early 2000s, in places like Ramon Abbas's neighborhood, people would go down to the internet cafe. And one of the things that Nigerians discovered when they logged on was that oftentimes there was sort of a reputation that preceded them online. They were already viewed as being scammers because of the 419 scams of the 80s and 90s, which were basically either phone or fax or letter scams. This coincided as well with more difficult economic times within Nigeria, fewer job prospects. And so there was a community who sort of embraced that label, who decided, okay, I will figure out how to make money online. I will figure out how to take advantage of people. And they're actually incredibly innovative.
It started, as it almost always does, with an email.
There was a community of young boys who became known as Yahoo boys based on the free email accounts that were available for this type of scamming. I spoke to a criminologist in Nigeria, Adedeji, who he spent a lot of time with Yahoo boys, and he actually lived for a time among them to study them, to understand their motivations, to understand their techniques, to see what became of them over time.
Their motivation was money, and the techniques, trying to get the techniques, and then they're gonna snitch on the young Yahoo boys. That's all it is. And that's what it's doing. Guys, hit the like button. If you're new here, welcome. Subscribe to the channel, turn notification bells. We was talking about TR TRIZZY and Buck Fiddy, obviously been arrested. America, and we're talking about now Hush Puppy. Talk about people that risked it all. Was the risk worth it? Was the risk really worth it? And let's see.
And he knew a lot of the same people in Ramon's circle.
I had a very good relationship with them because I saw them as human beings. He was very popular in the slums, areas like Bariga, Ajegunle, Ijora, Mushin, because these are places where you have a lot of young boys who have very little life chances. Hush Puppy, Ramon Abbas. At that time, he was one of the very smart boys. He went very far. He met a lot of people who could help him improve on the skills of cybercrime, knowing that the kind of cybercrime we had in Nigeria in the early days was close to the 419, the letter scam.
He moved from Nigeria to Malaysia, and at the time in particular, there was a sort of exodus of Yahoo boys from Nigeria to Malaysia. There are a variety of theories about why they moved there. The possibility that it was a little more lax, that the Nigerian government was paying a little more attention at that time. Also because there was more sophisticated internet architecture there in terms of how you could hide the location that your requests were coming from.
He moved closer to where he could have access to all of the tools. He wanted more information than what every other person had. And that was why it became what most of them did not become.
It seems like he was connected to several different flavors of scams, one of which was business email compromise, which is the most lucrative internet scam that exists.
Well, today, one of the largest scams attacking end users is called the business email compromise. The business email compromise seems really, really sophisticated. And during my career, I've dealt with hundreds of these incidents. The bad guys are able to compromise an email account of a business. Could be a small business, could be a large business, and it involves financial transactions.
You have a company, and the company is going to be targeted by the scammers. And usually they'll research the company. They're trying to find the right person. And what they do is a hacker gets access to someone's email account. So usually middle manager or someone in the accounting department of a company. Once they're in the email, they don't actually do anything. They just sit there and they wait. And they watch the flow of email in and out. And when they see invoices, that's what they're looking for. When an invoice comes in, they might spoof the email of the sender of the invoice, mock up a fake invoice that looks exactly like the one that just came in, and then send a follow-up email saying, this was not the correct bank account information, this is the new bank. So if the financial department is not looking carefully, then they are prone to sending the money right out the door. That's essentially what BEC scams are. Someone asked for...
So these men will hack in, they'll get the details, but they're not going to do anything. They're just watching you, what you do. So then when you start sending any financial information to do with the business, any bank transfers, that's when they're going to look and they're going to see your banking details and what have you not. And then they're going to make a copy of that. And then after that, they're going to send the following email where they're going to say to the people, sorry, we just sent the wrong bank details, or these are updated bank details. So the other side is going to think, okay, cool, because it's the same email they've been having correspondence with anyway. And then they're going to transfer the funds into the new bank account, which clearly is the one which has been changed. So that was just one scam that Hush Puppy was doing.
This money, who's not the right person, and you sent them millions of dollars.
Spend 20,000 you.
Crazy.
I just spent 20,000.
Ramon had picked up the handle Hush Puppy in, I think, 2012. But it was really when he got to Malaysia that he started posting photos, mostly of himself. It was a kid from Lagos on the rise. Here are the luxury brands that I'm now consuming. And he started mixing that with a kind of self-help mantras and a sort of prosperity gospel, you know, the hustle. His followers started sort of ticking up over time. And then Hush Puppy began a friendship with Mumfa, who's a very, very well-known influencer in Nigeria. And Mumfa lived in Dubai. That seems like the time when he started to see that there was another level of opulence. There was another tier of lifestyle that he could be living. And so he packed up for Malaysia, moved himself to Dubai. When he moved to Dubai, he really entered this world of truly high wealth individuals, which included obtaining a penthouse apartment, closets full of designer clothes.
This guy was living in the Versace Plaza. This guy, like, who lives in the Versace Plaza? Like, man, them don't live in the Versace Plaza. But this guy was living in the Versace Plaza. Man, them don't live in the Versace Plaza. That should let you know the type of levels and type of opulence this guy was dealing and working with. Living in the Versace Plaza, crazy.
Shelves of unopened sneakers that had only been made once, sneakers that had been made specifically for him, and a basement parking garage that was full of cars like Ferraris, Bentleys. He's sometimes now flying on private planes. He's one of the guests of honor at the Formula One race. He's being invited to big events in Dubai. And so he's kind of entered this upper crust of some of the most wealthy people in the world.
Everything you want to talk about Hush Puppy. You Hush Puppy do this, Hush Puppy do that. You shall leave me alone. Talk about yourself.
The difference between Hush Puppy and the other Yahoo boys is the fact that he went international. Then he went to the social media to show off all of these things. But as for recklessness, they are all reckless. Even those who are not on the international scenes are also reckless. That's the way they live.
So this uncle's just saying, look, like, regardless of Hush Puppy, this is how all of them they're all reckless. Like, they're all reckless. So regardless of it, they're all reckless. And Hush Puppy is just the one which obviously, like, he made it mainstream, but they're all the same. That's what he's saying. That's all they're saying. You know what I mean? Hush Puppy the best to do it? I don't know.
So Hush Puppy's 37th birthday, it was all kind of, at that moment, it felt like it was really coming together for Hush Puppy. And he posted about that. He posted about how far he had come. While that birthday celebration was happening, the sort of seeds of Hush Puppy's downfall had already kind of been sown.
Well, he made the cardinal sin in organized crime. He flaunted his wealth. He brought a lot of attention to himself. He made himself appear to be a national hero. But
you can't, like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, when your wealth is truly built on illicit earnings, like, you just can't be on the world stage like that. You are not a legit person. So putting yourself on the world stage like that is only gonna bring you down, because everyone's gonna be like, how does he make his money? How does he make his money? How does he make his money? Because you have more money than footballers, you have more money than some governments. It's looking like you got more money than certain, heads of states that run the governments. So you're gonna have to answer for that at some point. So guys, fly beneath the radar. Like, but part of this is for validation from other people that you don't know. You're putting yourself into predicaments and putting yourself into prison for the validation for someone that you do not know, for people on the internet to like it and tell you that you're sick and the rest of it. You know what I mean? it's just, yeah, you just, but it's a tale as old as time, because man them will always flash their, people will flash their illicit earnings and what have you not, and we're in a digital age where everything's recorded, so when they come for you, they've got all the tools to bring you down.
When you are out there and you are flaunting all of this information, there's so much open source intelligence that he was just providing about himself.
The FBI arrested a Canadian money launderer, and his name was Galeb Alamari. When they arrested Alamari, he had a phone on him in which there were contacts for Hush Puppy, and there were message exchanges with Hush Puppy. What they came to believe was that Alamari and Hush Puppy were sort of part of a loosely networked group of people who were committing BEC scams and moving the money around the world. Oftentimes, there would be hackers who would hack into the email accounts, and the FBI later concluded these were North Korean state-sponsored hackers who had actually committed billions of dollars worth of crime around the world over the past 10 years. Alamari would connect up with Hush Puppy, ask him if he had any bank accounts, and when a big BE score was about to happen, Hush Puppy would provide a bank account that could receive millions of dollars that were about to be transferred out of a company.
Mad.
The crimes that they were accused of included the large-scale hacking of a bank in Malta for $13 million, a BEC scam on an American law firm for just under $1 million. The biggest one was an attempted BEC scam on 2 UK companies, both of which were for around $100 million, and one of which was an English Premier League football team.
Crazy. Hey, these men are even trying to hack the Premier League football teams. This is the level of fraud. This is the next level of fraud. Do you understand? And if you wasn't flaunting your wealth, you would actually be getting away with it. You ever hear of Elizabeth Holmes, the one that had the scam medical company, Theranos? No, I don't know about that. What's that? I don't know about that. So this is what I'm saying. We're witnessing how people's behaviors led to their downfall, and you can clearly see here that, yeah, being too flashy when you're ready. Look at it; they were making millions, and you let it get to your head.
In early June, June 8th, Hush Puppy was asleep upstairs on the second floor of his apartment. There was a bang on the door, and then suddenly the apartment was full of people with guns. At first, he thought they were victims of an armed robbery, but then it quickly turned out the Dubai SWAT team. And they had come in fully kitted up. They were ready for war. He was whisked onto a plane within, I think, 24 to 48 hours and sent to the US.
If you are to classify Hush Puppy, how would you classify him?
Busted.
I give a lot of credit to the FBI agents who arrested Hush Puppy, but we are not going to arrest our way out of this problem. We took one bad guy off the streets, but how many more of them are out there? I think even though we believe Mr. Abbas is a major player in this, he's only a bit player in the entire infrastructure of the complete organization.
There are just so many actors and so many elements in these schemes, including organized crime in places like Russia, in places like Brazil, that it's really, really hard to make a dent, I think, in the power of the BEC scam. To me, one of the tragedies of this whole situation is that because of the reputation of scamming in Nigeria, law enforcement there, particularly with the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, they ended up using scammers and Yahoo boys as just a pretext.
All of a sudden, they're on the streets arresting every young guy for being involved in cybercrime without any evidence. They just pack a group of young boys, they force them to say a lot of things, and then boom. It became one of the reasons why we had what we had in Nigeria last year.
For weeks now, there have been demonstrations against police brutality across Africa's most populous country. Protesters accuse the now disbanded Special Anti-Robbery Squad, or SARS, of torture.
They've been notorious for extrajudicial killings and harassment, especially of young Nigerians.
NSAS in Nigeria was a big deal last year. A lot of lives were lost.
I remember when everyone was marching. I remember when everybody was marching saying, "Oh, end SARS, end SARS." I was like, "What the hell is SARS like?" I thought they're talking about that disease when everyone's like, "Oh, you got the SARS." I was like, everyone's like, "End SARS, end SARS." I was like, "What the hell is SARS?" But yeah, so the Nigerian government and police wanted to push back, so they started pushing back a little bit too hard, and then police brutality and people getting deleted. So yeah.
And up to this moment, we are still trying to pacify young people. Cybercrime is not a problem of Nigeria or for Nigeria. It's a problem from every part of the world. We need a global cybercrime law. If we have a law and we also have global law enforcement agencies, then we are moving towards managing cybercrime.
So yeah, so we see that Hush Puppy, the best to do it. Is Hush Puppy the best to do it, guys? When I say the best to do it, I'm not trying to rate him or I'm just mean in the levels of what's going on. But in the end of the day, look, it all comes down to the same thing. Everybody flashiness got everyone caught. Everyone being flashy, everyone trying to show off, and everybody trying to do it for the gram, got them all caught. It's the common denominator in all of these things. Like the man them all got caught because yeah, it's the common denominator in all these things. It's the common denominator here. The common denominator is that the man them all got caught because of that. Being too flash. Showing off. What you showing off when it's illegal? Why are you showing off? Like why? What have we learned from this? Seriously, what have we learned? What have we learned? What have we learned? So I'm saying, stop showing off. Stop showing off. If you know you're doing something illegal, stop showing off, all right? Sometimes when you're doing something legal, stop showing off. Just take your blessings. Do you get me? Social media got to the heads, yeah. Like you like looking for validation from people that don't even add anything towards you or your life. Doesn't make any sense. Stop trying to get attention from people that don't even validate you, that don't add to your life. Like, do you get me? Stop it. Don't make any sense. Like DMX said, if you show off, you must not want it. Nah, you must not want it, man. Like, I don't know why all this showing off is gonna. Nah, man. Guys, hit the like button. Turn notification bells. Yes, hey, Yassa, man. You've been active. Yassa, big you up, man. Yassa, one thing I will say about you, you always support. Man. I gotta follow you on the screen, bro. We're putting that work in, man. All different types of content. We're keeping the streaming consistent, keeping the reactions consistent. And yeah, man, Merry Christmas, man. Like, Merry Christmas to everybody, man. Thank you to everyone that's been continuously locking into the streams and that. We're building a community here, and it's good to see familiar faces, or when I say faces, familiar handles that keep pulling back up. It's definitely good to see. You know what I'm saying? You get me? It's definitely good to see. You know what I'm saying? You know, consistently keeping it consistent. Yeah. I need to get my mom's coming in. My mom's flying in. I need to collect her from the airport. So we're gonna go and do that tomorrow. Need to go get my mom. Go and do that tomorrow, guys. We hit 2 hours on the live stream. Big up everybody for pulling through. Go check out all the previous content on the channel. Make sure you have your notification bells turned off, so you can always know when we upload. That's the most important thing. So if you just want to know when I'm gonna upload, just make sure you've got that, and then whenever we're gonna upload, you'll be able to get that. So I'm saying, know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. Big up the chat. Yes, I never see Jeff Bezos showing off his wealth. He doesn't need to, man. He owns everything. Jeff Bezos don't got to show off his wealth. He just owns everything. He don't have to show off his wealth because they be talking about his wealth every day. So he don't got Jeff Bezos don't got to show off his wealth. They show it off for him. You know what I mean? Jeff Bezos doesn't got to show his wealth. Yes, says peace out. I see you. Yes, guys. I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's me, man. I'm gonna be out. Make sure you turn notification bells. I'm gonna hit you guys with my theme music. Cause say I love that theme music. Yeah. Hey, big you up, Miss Natalia. S Moolah, I see you as well. Big up all of my chat gang. Do you get me? So I'm saying it was a calm live, man. Big you guys up. My name is Shannon, the man of the voice. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells, hype the video, and we are out.